Hello everybody, welcome back. Today I'm just going to be doing a quick oil change on Little John. That's the John Deere D110. Hasn't been changed in a while, so it's time I did it. What you're going to need to do the job is a couple of litres of oil. This is actually SAE 10W40, and the mower takes 1.4 litres, and I think that's 1.5 quarts of oil. I've got 2 litres here, so I'll have a bit of spare to top up along the way. You also need an oil filter. I'll put the part number for that in the description. You'll need somewhere to catch the oil that comes out. This is a purpose-built little gadget. It's got a little pourer on it so you can put it into something else later on, and a little spot to put your oil filter when it drains out. Some people say you don't need to change the oil filter every time, but I reckon it's a good idea if you do. And you might need a little oil filter wrench to get the filter off. There are other ways to get them off, but they're all a bit savage. So if you buy yourself the right tool, it's only a couple of bucks. That'll help with that. It's a bit cramped getting the oil pan underneath here, but if you let the mower deck all the way down, it's a bit easier. This little plug here is where the oil comes out, and it's down by the throttle. Not really the throttle, it's the go forward pedal. Anyway, let's take the cap off there. Hopefully we'll catch it without having it go everywhere. There's only 1.4 litres in there on a good day. It's a weird ass plug. You give it like an 1/8 of a turn and it comes straight off. There's no spanners, no nothing to it. It's that way. There you go. It's a pretty warm day today, so I'm not going to be worried about cleaning it out. I'm warming it up, I mean, to let the oil drain, although it looks like it's draining pretty slow. Still showed full on the mark, so I'll just have to wait for it all to drain out. Just while that's draining, I'll make sure that doesn't go anywhere, I'll go and get the oil filter off the other side. That's the oil filter down there by the carby. I should just be able to get that off there by hand. If I can't, I'll get the wrench. And I can't. Now, which way around you put that depends on whether you're tightening or loosening. You should never tighten with one of these anyway, so we want to go that way, I think. I'm sure I've used this one before. Yes. There we go. So that's probably going to dribble when I get that off there. Still a fair bit of oil in there, I think. Unless it's just the filter. Yeah, there we go. Just make sure the oil, the little seal comes off on the filter and doesn't stick on there. If it sticks on there, you've got to get it off. So that'll dribble a bit more. I'll go and stick that in the drain pan. I'll let that dribble for a while and then I'll bring you back. Just while I'm waiting for that to dribble out the other side, I'll spin the new oil filter on. Just get a little bit of oil, put it on the seal so it's not bone dry. I gave it a wipe around here with a rag just to make sure there's no grit or anything. And the procedure is spin it down till it touches the seal like that, and then give it a 1/4 of a turn. I can see here I've got the lines, the lettering is facing straight up. So if I go a 1/4 of a turn, that's all it needs. maybe a fraction more. There, that's a quarter of a turn. That's all it needs. So now oil filter's done. Once I start it up, I'll come down here with the rag and make sure it's not leaking anywhere. You can see here how the cap works, if I can get it in the light there. Against something you can see through. It's got like a little L shape. So it pushes on and that little bit of a turn and then comes back out a bit, and that's it. That's all it holds the drain plug on. You can see down here there's an O-ring. Oh, there's an O-ring on there, and that's what stops it leaking. So that's good enough. We'll pop that back on there. Stick it on, a little bit of a turn, that's it. Now pan out of there without tipping it out. Always a challenge. There we go. It's always hard to see this oil on the stick because it's so bloody clear. That looks to me like it's up to the bottom mark. Whether it takes another 400 mil to get to the top mark, we'll find out. That's up to the top mark. We'll allow a little bit more to fill up the oil filter once it starts. If I look at the marks on the side of the bottle here, I can see I've got, I'll put 1.2 litres in there. So I'll just put another 200 mils in. That's probably what will fill up the oil filter. Should all be good then. Perfect. We'll call that done. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to flick us a like or subscribe, that'd be very helpful. And we'll see you on the next one. Can't really see you. Here's some bonus footage. This is what that little spout on the end is for. Once this 5-gallon drum is full, I'll just take it down to the recycling centre. That way you don't get it all over the place. Unless I spill it. Yeah, spilled it.